Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because what you're about to hear might be the rawest, most unexpected revelation in hip-hop history. Everything you thought you knew about Remy Ma and Papoose. Throw it out the window. The love story, the loyalty, the ride-or-die image, it all got flipped upside down the moment 50 Cent opened his mouth. In a brand new interview, 50 didn't hint, didn't tease, he flat out confessed. Yeah, me and Remy had a little something back in '06. And yeah, that's why Pap's been mad at me ever since. Wait, what? That's right. According to Curtis Jackson himself, while the world was watching Remy's rise to rap royalty, he and Remy Ma were allegedly sneaking off to hotel suites, linking in secret, and even recording music that never saw the light of day. But here's the kicker, 50 claims it all came to an abrupt stop when Papoose stepped in. And now, nearly 2 decades later, with cracks starting to show in Remy and Pap's marriage, 50 says he's done keeping quiet. If the cheating rumors weren't enough, this bombshell might just be the final nail in the coffin. So let's rewind the tape. 2006, the mixtape era. G-Unit tank tops, flip phones, and rap beefs so loud they didn't need hashtags to trend. Remy Ma was climbing the charts, proving she could go bar for bar with anyone in the game. Meanwhile, 50 Cent was on top of the world, running the industry with platinum albums, blockbuster movies, vitamin water deals, and diss tracks dropping like clockwork. But behind the flashing lights and billboard plaques, 50 now claims there was something else going on, something real between him and Remy. And today, he's grinning while breaking the silence. In a clip that's spreading like wildfire, 50 gets asked one simple question, why don't you and Pap rock with each other? His response? He never liked me, and I get it. I was there first. Boom. Internet destroyed. Blogs activated. Headlines locked in. According to 50, he and Remy shared a short, unspoken but very real connection from late 2005 through mid-2006, the exact period when she was working on her debut album. At the time, Remy was juggling her Terror Squad ties while chasing solo stardom. And according to multiple unnamed sources, including a former G-Unit assistant and a DJ who swears he saw things, Remy was often spotted slipping into 50's private studio after midnight and leaving hours later looking like she recorded more than just music. One insider put it bluntly, they never posted, never held hands, but you could feel it. Remy wasn't just pulling up for verses, she was pulling up for Curtis. Then came the hotel whispers. A Manhattan concierge, speaking anonymously, claimed, Remy Ma used to check into the W Hotel under a fake name. Mr. Jackson already had the suite. Same floor, same room. Like clockwork. Now, let's be clear, this wasn't some candlelight romance type of situation. No flowers, no promises. But it wasn't just music either. This was personal. And apparently, Papoose knew. Back in the early 2000s, Remy and Pap were in the talking stage. A few public appearances, some flirt-heavy interviews, but nothing official. Still, Pap was serious, he wanted to lock it down. But he also knew about the elephant in the room. And that elephant wore a bulletproof vest and sold 10 million records. That's allegedly where the tension began. Pap has always carried himself with respect, you rarely saw him beefing or throwing shots. But when it came to 50, there was always silence. He never praised him, never dissed him, never even said his name when everyone else was. Now we may know why. In that same viral clip, 50 didn't stop at just the dating claim. He twisted the knife with this line, people don't like to admit they came second, especially not to me. The level of audacity. Pure 50. And the fans ate it up. Reddit threads went crazy. Old backstage photos of Remy and 50 started resurfacing. TikTok detectives pulled up interviews from that era, especially the ones where Remy, asked about relationship rumors, would smirk, sip her drink, and say, I don't kiss and tell. I knock and bounce. And now, this revelation hits different. And that's what makes this bombshell hit even harder, because of where Remy and Papoose are today. Or rather, where they aren't. Their marriage has already been crumbling in the public eye. From the Clarissa Shields rumors, to the Easy the Block Captain scandal, to Pap's cryptic social media posts, fans have been watching their relationship unravel in real time. Just when it seemed like things were finally calming down, here comes 50 Cent with a grenade. Oh, by the way, I was with her before y'all even had matching tattoos. The timing? Wild. The shade? Intentional. And the internet? Eating it up. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. A former G-Unit producer, going by the alias Tape Donnie, claims he still has an unreleased track recorded by Remy and 50 back in early 2006. According to him, it wasn't a diss record, and it wasn't a love song either. It was something in between, confessions layered over a beat. I remember listening like, are they together, he recalled. The label, he says, refused to drop it. And why? Because once Papoose started getting closer to Remy, handling her business moves, especially when she got tied up in legal trouble, everything between her and 50 just stopped. Remy never addressed it. 50 stayed silent for nearly 2 decades. Until now. And with her image already spinning from recent drama, this revelation could be the breaking point. This confession doesn't feel like gossip, it feels like a strategic hit. And the real question is, why now? Why would 50 Cent sit on this story for nearly 2 decades, only to drop it in the middle of a collapsing marriage? Picture it, 50 sitting there, grinning like a man who just cashed in on 18 years of silence. Then casually dropping the line that lit the culture on fire, I was there before him. Boom. Detonation. Within minutes, the clip was everywhere, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, hashtags trending, timelines melting. #Remy 50 before Pap 206 truth. The reactions. Unhinged. One fan tweeted, so you telling me Papoose wrote all those jail letters while Remy was sneaking into G-Unit studios? Another added, this why 50 never dissed Remy, he knew too much. The comments weren't just funny, they were surgical. Fans started pulling receipts, digging up old photos, dissecting interviews, combing through archives like unpaid FBI interns. Some even resurfaced an old 106 and Park clip where Remy was asked if she was seeing anyone. She smirked, sipped her drink, and said, some things ain't for the cameras. Let's just say I stay busy. Back then, it was a throwaway line. Today? It hits completely different. Naturally, all eyes turned to Papoose. And what did he do? Nothing. No tweets. No Instagram stories. No cryptic quotes about loyalty or betrayal. Just silence. But for those who've watched Pap over the years, that silence speaks volumes. He's never been the loudest in the room. He moves with calculation. And according to one insider, he's known about this for years, which is exactly why things behind the scenes have been tense. Tense. Try toxic. Because if this love triangle before the love story is true, it rewrites the foundation of Remy and Pap's relationship. Remember, this is the man who literally married her behind bars, held her down through a 7-year bid, raised her child, and helped restart her career when the industry left her for dead. Now fans are asking, did Pap always feel like second choice? And it gets messier. Because that rumored unreleased track. It just surfaced. Last night, an anonymous SoundCloud account dropped a 90-second snippet titled The Booth Ain't Safe. The female voice, sounding a lot like Remy, raps over a gritty G-Unit style beat, late nights, fast flights, secrets in the booth, one call, no names, but you know the truth. Then a male voice jumps in, I ain't got to claim it. I was just there first, you held the crown later, I helped you rehearse. The internet lost its mind. While no official source has confirmed the track's authenticity, fans are convinced it's real, and that it came straight out of those 2006 midnight sessions. Even DJ Envy weighed in on The Breakfast Club, saying, this might be one of the wildest throwback scandals hip-hop has ever seen. And 50 just poured gasoline on an already burning marriage. But here's where it gets deeper. This isn't just about Remy Ma's past. It's about 50 Cent's timing. Master-level timing. Why break the silence now? Why add fuel to the fire after 20 years? Simple, because today, Remy and Papoose's marriage is already cracking in public. Between the cheating rumors, the live stream meltdowns, the Clarissa Shields drama, and the leaked conversations, 50 knew exactly when to strike. It's the perfect storm, and 50 can smell smoke from miles away. This is classic Curtis Jackson strategy, wait for the cracks, let the internet speculate, then drop a casual bombshell like it's nothing. And once the chaos hits, he just sits back and watches it burn. Because let's be real, nobody executes revenge with precision like 50 Cent. We've seen it before with Rick Ross, with Young Buck, with Ja Rule. He doesn't just beef, he engineers collapses. And if the whispers are true, that Remy once blocked a G-Unit collab with Papoose years ago, then this little confession isn't just petty. It's payback. Now fans are divided. Some argue 50 should have kept it to himself. Others say he simply exposed the truth. But one thing everyone agrees on, This revelation just pushed the already fragile empire of Remy and Pap closer to total collapse. One blogger summed it up perfectly: "It's not the cheating that hurts, it's the fact we believed in them. We thought they were different. And now the narrative has flipped. Was Papoose always the loyal one who got played from the start? Was Remy ever truly all in? Or was a part of her always tied to 50, if not in reality, then in memory? What's clear is this: none of it was random. The timing, the delivery, the precision, it all feels orchestrated. And with fans now calling for interviews, remixes, and even full-on documentaries, the chaos is only building. So the question now is simple: what happens next? That's exactly where part 3 picks up: the fallout, the silence, the PR disaster, and the future of a once-respected hip-hop couple now trapped in a scandal 18 years in the making. Now that the secret's out, the past is no longer the past. Let's be real, 50 Cent didn't just expose a fling. He cracked open a fault line that's been running under Remy Ma and Papoose's entire image for nearly 2 decades. And now, that fault line has split wide open, with millions of fans watching, reacting, and choosing sides in real time. The fallout was instant. After 50's bombshell interview and the leaked snippet of that alleged 2006 track, social media went into complete meltdown mode. Remy's fan base, once united and loyal, is now divided down the middle. Some are shouting, "Let her live, everybody's got a past." Others, not so forgiving. One post with nearly 50,000 likes read, "Papoose was never her number one. He was just a man who stayed when the music stopped." Another viral tweet compared 50 to a villain from a TV script: "The way he sat on this info for 18 years and dropped it now. That's Game of Thrones timing." And the silence from Remy's camp spoke louder than words. No press release. No denial. No throwback selfies to distract the timeline. Just silence. But then, finally, Papoose broke it. And he didn't do it with a tweet. He did it with a MIC late Friday night. He dropped a surprise freestyle titled First to Know, a raw, piano-heavy lyrical confessional. Bars like, "You was his before me, I ain't mad you had a past, but don't expect a king to bow when truth don't match the math. Ain't about who hit first, it's who stayed real, but how I'm the last one to know what the city feel." No names were mentioned, but everyone knew exactly what it was about. Within minutes, #Papoose was trending. The freestyle racked up 1 million views in just 6 hours. Even artists like Meek Mill and Tiana Taylor reposted it with captions like, "Respect," and "Real One." And just like that, the narrative shifted. Once upon a time, Remy was seen as the ride-or-die who survived the system and came home to the man who never left her side. Now, the spotlight is on Papoose, the loyal husband, the father figure, the quiet protector, who might have been holding on to someone who was never fully his. Meanwhile, 50 Cent is loving every second. The very next day, he posted a selfie with the caption, "Io, Pap snapped, but you'll know I ain't lying." He's thriving on the chaos, and fans are feeding right into it. Even industry legends are weighing in. Fat Joe, Remy's longtime friend, posted a video saying, "We all got history, but airing it out like this, I don't respect it. I stay out of people's homes." That's the code. But notice, he didn't deny it either. Funk Flex went live and dropped another bomb: "I knew about this back then. Nobody wanted to talk about it. 50 just got the MIC first." So now the bigger question is on the table: did the entire industry know and just play along? Were we watching a fairy tale built on quiet secrets and unspoken regrets? Behind the scenes, insiders say Remy's team is in scramble mode. A scheduled podcast appearance, quietly cancelled. A women's empowerment performance, postponed due to scheduling conflicts. Translation: they are pulling her out of the spotlight. Because right now, any MIC she touches won't be about music. It'll be about 50 Cent in 2006. And the internet is waiting. Twitter Spaces and YouTube live streams are literally titled, "Did Remy Ma ever love Papoose? 50 Cent, petty or protective?" Rewriting Remy's legacy. And here's where it hits the hardest. The scandal didn't break on TMZ. It didn't come from a shady assistant or a hacked iCloud. It came straight from 50 Cent himself. On purpose. That means this wasn't a slip, it was a calculated announcement. Now we're left with the real questions: was 50 Cent warning Papoose all these years? Did Remy Ma ever tell Pap the truth? And is this the real reason their marriage is crumbling in public? Because if 50 was really their first, like he claims, then every anniversary post, every viral, Black Love clip, every stage moment we celebrated is now being replayed under a whole new light. And fans? They're hooked. People who don't even follow Remy or Pap's music are suddenly glued to this saga. This isn't just gossip anymore, it's a culture reset. Loyalty, image, ego, perception, it all just flipped. Right now, the scoreboard looks like this: Remy Ma, silent. Papoose, spoke once, with a fiery freestyle. 50 Cent, sitting on a throne made of memes, laughing at the chaos. The rest of us, waiting for the next move. And the loudest question still hanging in the air: was it ever real, or was Papoose just the rebound who stayed? Title suggestion: right pointing backhand index. 50 Cent confesses he secretly dated Remy Ma in 2006, that's why Papoose hates me. So, now the truth is out, or at least 50's version of it. Remy's silence is deafening. Pap has spoken. The internet is digging up 2006 interviews like court evidence. But what do you believe? Was this just 50 being messy and stirring chaos? Or was he finally speaking after years of holding back, out of respect, or maybe revenge? Where does that leave Remy Ma, a woman praised for loyalty, now caught in a retroactive scandal that could rewrite everything we thought we knew? Drop your take in the comments. Pushpin, do you think Remy really chose Papoose over 50, or was Pap just the one who stayed? Pushpin, was 50 out of line for airing this out, or did he expose the truth behind their beef? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because if 50 is opening his vault, you already know this isn't the last tape he's dropping.